and this is another video in my series of how-to videos. And today, I'm going to show you how to replace the alternator on a 2006 Honda Santa Fe. Sorry, I mean a Hyundai Santa Fe V6 4-wheel drive. Just to note, this video is going to be more entertainment, not mostly informational, because this is basically like the skeleton of a human body. You'll need this to understand it. It's not really like an in-depth professional guide of how to actually install an alternator. And the reason for that is because my dad, this is his first time trying to replace an alternator on this kind of vehicle. And he's just a backyard mechanic, not a professional worker. And he's doing this just to save money because it's too expensive to send it to a mechanic. As you can see, my dad has already taken out the old alternator. And right here is the new alternator we bought from Amazon Prime from a vendor for only $114. But like at an auto parts store, you would only get the old one but fixed up for $300. That's 2.5 times the cost of a new one. Getting a genuine alternator is kind of expensive, so people opt for used ones, like going to a junkyard or going to an auto parts seller, which they give you rebuilt ones called remanufacturers. The disadvantage to that is that you have to bring the old one back. This is called core charges. However, in the long run, I'd say it's more efficient to get it from Amazon in a broken box than buy it from an auto parts dealer, because it's cheaper and cost efficient. But if you're like really in need of it, you need it done today, then you should probably get it from an auto parts dealer. Definitely need them. Unfortunately, we're not going to show you how to take it out because my dad, he didn't even know how to take out an alternator, so he didn't even plan to do this video. So when he took it out, he was like, oh yeah, let's make a video. We should totally do that. But, but for people who want to install it, then yeah, this is a good video for you. We're not going to show you in actuality how to do it because my dad's going to be installing it and he doesn't want to be in the video. So you're just going to see all the parts in between the installation that my dad can't be in. So it's basically like some how-tos on the internet. So this is the engine bay of a Hyundai Santa Fe V6 4-wheel drive. So the first thing we have to do is take out the negative charge of the battery, which we already did. And then we're going to go to the engine cover of the engine, of course. And then there are some screws you have to take out, right? And then when you're done taking out the screws, you just gotta lift it carefully and put it somewhere safe. So this is what the engine without a cover looks like. I mean, it may look drab and dirty, but you don't see the inside when you're driving, right? So the location of the alternator is down there, just above the right axle, the right side axle, right there. And right here we have the power steer and the drive belt, and we'll show you how to take out the drive belt later. Second step is to take off the wheel, which we've already done, as you can see there. But to take off the wheel, first you need to make sure that the car is set up, alright? So you're going to need a hydraulic floor jack. We got this at Harbor Freight for $79. Pretty cheap for a backyard mechanic, which is all we need. And then we use some jack stands right there. You're also going to need a brake, or possibly a brick, so that it doesn't roll forward. Also safe for the cat, as you can see. And then it's straightforward taking off the wheel. Let's get a better view of the alternator on the right side. So right here you can see this little hook. That's where the alternator goes. Let's see if we can get another angle from down here. I'm just going to shine a light here. Let's see if we can get another angle from down here. I'm just going to shine a light here. So let's take a step back and I'll show you how to take off the drive belt. So you're gonna need a ratchet right here, a 3/8. You shouldn't use a short one like this because you're not gonna be able to reach it. And you shouldn't use something like this because you're gonna need that ratchet that this has. So basically, you're gonna take the ratchet and you're gonna go down here. This is probably easier to do from the bottom, but oops. You're gonna feel around for a square hydraulic tensioner. You're gonna put your ratchet in, and then you're gonna slowly pull the drive belt out of there to loosen it. This is a better angle to see it right here. You can see that square right there. Then you're gonna insert this. Kind of hard. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Oh. Well, I'm gonna get it in eventually. BRB. So to get this from another perspective, this is how you take out the actual alternator. So when it's in there, you're gonna see 3 bolts. There's this top one and this bottom one. They're mounting bolts. So you're gonna have to take these out. And then there's this other bolt, and it's connected to something else, but we don't know what that is. And then you gotta take that out too. And then after that, there's the electrical connector, and you gotta take that out too. And that's really all there is to it. So word of caution, I learned this from my dad. When you're doing this, you should probably wear some safety glasses, because if you don't, you're probably gonna lose an hour of time. Because when my dad did it, some dirt fell in his eye, and we had to wash it out. I told him to put some water in a bucket and dunk his face in, and then open his eyes, but that didn't work, so we had to take a shower. So we lost an hour of time. So, word of caution, wear safety goggles, always. So when you've taken out the bolts that connect it there, this is very, very important. You have to push the alternator back to get it loose, and then you have to like wiggle it through this tight space, like maneuver it around, and then take it out. And then you're gonna have to do the same process when you're putting it back in. So it's gonna be very hard. So I'm gonna put the alternator in to demonstrate, but before we do, remember to put your old mounting bolt into the new one, because if you don't, you're gonna have to take it back and then put it in, and you're gonna lose a lot of time. Very heavy. So hold on. So as you can see, it's very tight. So after here, we're gonna push it back and then maneuver it so that it's onto this hook, and then you're basically golden. But yeah, I forgot to mention, after you take off the wheel, there's gonna be this cover that you have to take out, but it's pretty self-explanatory. There are 4 screws that you have to take out. It's pretty easy, and I'm pretty sure you know this because, you know, that's how you get to the alternator, but, you know, I just thought it would be necessary to put in. So I'm sitting on this creeper, and I don't know why they call it creeper because it's not haunted. So. But as you can see, the alternator is already installed. All you need to do is put the mounting screws back in and attach the electrical connector. But we're not going to do that right now. We're not going to complete the alternator installation just yet because my dad, he wants to install the power steering pump because it's been leaking. But what he's really concerned about is the high pressure hose, because he thinks that the leaking of fluid is getting on the alternator, and that's what's killing it. So, but anyway, once you're done installing the alternator, all you have to do is put the engine cover back on and reconnect the negative charge to the battery, and you're golden. So this is the end of the video. Hi, I'm Aiman. Thanks for watching. Please like, rate, comment, and subscribe, and look at other videos on EyeOnAiman. And this is me signing off. Bye.